Sorry about that. I just started working without even like thinking. Okay. Well, thanks for you three, or at least one of you, if not all three of you. If there's not actually three of you. Uh, thanks. Yeah, Rook. AWS apparently has, well, at least Restream. Restream works. It works for part one, so it's working for part two also, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's working. So apparently they did get it sorted out, or Restream got it sorted out by probably calling them up, and they probably had to switch to some backup server or something. Especially because Restream is probably a big customer. They probably pay lots of money. Um, okay, so what I'm going to do today is, let's see if everything's working here. See this? So we need to put that and get mouse position. The upper left is going to be ABS, or a minimum of we can we don't need to change the drag position, but we do need to change the actually be the selection position. Selection position, and let's see. Let's see something here. Selection box dot pause. Let me look at the four matches here. That's the first one. This is the second one. If it is dragging. Okay, so this is actually going to be the one that matters, I guess, because this is what we're using. Is we're using the process. We're not actually using the. We're not using the input. Okay, where's 4? 1, 2. Okay. Uh, I think there was a reason that I left this in here because I could have did it with the input input event mouse motion, but I think I'm not doing that for some reason. Let me ask the AI if it knows the reason. Okay, so I'm apparently doing this in process instead of in input. Did I give you any clue as to why I chose to do it that way? Because you didn't want to constantly update the selection box. Yeah, that's not it though. Oh, I just wanted to do it while dragging. Okay, yeah, while dragging. Well, I think they both used is dragging. So they should both work the same. But whatever. It works. It works. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually getting the mouse position every time I process, only when it is dragging. And anyways, I guess I don't know if there's like a real reason for me to to use process instead of the other, but we'll do this. If is moving. Okay, so what I actually want to do is I want to create a new position for the color rect, and that is I want to do this based on I want the upper left, the top left to be, so I'll be changing the color rect's position will be set to whatever the upper left is, because you could drag backwards. So if you over here and you drag up into the left, then up and to the left should be the position of your drag box. I think. Do I need to do that? Why do I need to get a minimum between what did it say up here? Where's it at? I don't know, maybe I went too far. Um why do I need to compute top of position? Isn't that just mouse position? You click at 100, 100, you drag to 150, 150, top left is 100, 100, same as start. You click at 150, 150, and drag to 100, 100, now top left. That doesn't matter, though. We're talking about sizes, though. That shouldn't matter with position. How come it matters with position? Now where the cursor is, and the rectangle will appear in the wrong place. Negative logical size. Oh, you're saying, okay. You're saying it readjusts the size. So the size might end up being negative 100, negative 50, negative 50, or whatever. And really biggest size to be 50, 50. So could you not just ABS the size? We can view a positive width and height, but that alone is enough. The reason is the rectangle's rect position for the area still defines top left corner. If you drag left and up, go in the wrong direction with the top left, not the actual top left. Compute size, current mouse minus drag start. Compute top left equals. Okay, well, I mean, we'll try that, I guess. It probably knows a little bit better than I am. Like I said, I'm like way not very good in math yet. Okay. Okay, so let the selection rectangle should be created. Or do I need to compute the selection box's position as well? Oh, Okay. I don't have it as a child rect, I don't think. Let's see if I do. Let's see, let's see where I create it first. Glad AI doesn't get mad at you, because it'd be starting to get annoyed right I'm at now. Here is a slide. There we go. Direct visual. We're gonna extents. Okay, wait. Where's collision shape? I probably have it down there, don't I? Yeah, I got it down here. Rectangle shape, 2D, size. See, it has a size value. It's just a rectangle's width and height. Rectangle shape, 2D is just has size. So I don't need to do 0.5 for that. Collision shape dot size equals size. It can tell me if it's wrong, but look, it's taking the time to think. Ooh, it's thinking. Ooh, I got 6 people in there. Awesome. Thank you, 6 people, for joining my stream. Or, yeah, camera up here, monitor over to the side. Exactly. Our size depending on Godot's version. Already have size. Okay. Okay, so the reason you're calculating top left instead of just using the mouse position is that you want the size to come out correct, right? I don't seem. I don't know. These are little things like it's a little bit wrong, but I'm a little bit right. I guess I don't know. Uh, why did it move? Where did it go? Get panel rect. That's layout room, not tool. Okay, so something is still confusing me though a little bit. Position's not going to change, is it? If I drag to 100, 100, position's going to be 100, 100. So my selection rectangle can stay at 100, 100. The only thing that matters about direction is the size. Am I right or am I wrong? Anybody know? You usually listening though. Yep. That's okay. Um, well, it dropped from 6 back down to 4. That's okay. Whatever. People are just popping in and then whatever. Whatever is whatever is whatever. Um, maybe I should ask Leo. Just do a regular Brave search and ask Leo. Um, if I want to calculate a drag selection box in Godot 4.3, I can use the mouse position and also calculate size using ABS for each axis so that it draws down to the right from the top left position, correct? I'll use mouse position and ABS function for each axis to ensure the rectangle draws correctly regardless of mouse direction. Storing the starting mouse position when the drag begins and continuously updating the rectangle's size and position based on the current mouse position during the drag. The rect2 constructor, when used with a global mouse different from the start position, can be combined with ABS to ensure that rectangles width and height are always positive, resulting in a properly sized selection box. It shouldn't matter about the top left, correct? As we're just assigning position, and that's based a current mouse position. Correct. Does matter for the rect2 position. When you create a rect2, vector is the top left corner of the rectangle. If you drag upwards or to the left, difference is current mouse position minus drag start becomes negative, which can lead to invalid or misplaced rectangle. Using ABS on the size ensures within either positive, but the position must be the actual top left corner of the selection area. I get top left. Okay, it's saying the same thing. Drag start. If drag start's 150, 150, and I drag up, I guess I kind of see, because drag start is just the start of the drag. The end of the drag is gonna, if I'm dragging backwards, right, drawing in physics queries, regardless of drag direction. Yeah, that's right. You're not recalculating the position. You're not recalculating the start position every time. So it's going to be negative when you move upward. When you move the drag end. Wait a second. Okay, okay, so if it's 150, let's just say I drag it to the left. So 150, I drag it to 100. So it'd be 50 minus 100. That is negative 50. I need to figure this out here. Yes. Current mouse position minus drag start will be negative if I'm moving up or left. However, oh, because you don't always want to check. You're not changing drag start. If you continually change drag start, it's always going to be like 1 pixel or whatever it is. So I guess my confusion has to do with I don't want to keep changing drag start. Only when I put the drag start is always going to be where it starts. The end is always so it starts at current mouse position minus add start 150 d minus 150 equals 0. Then I move it back 1. Nine minus 50 equals -1. And we want it to be yeah, this is the stuff I can get my head wrapped around. I'd be asking in Ludum Dare channel, I'd be asking them over and over again and trying to do like wording it differently just because I couldn't wrap my head around it because I'm mathematically challenged a little bit. So okay. Good thing I or you would start getting annoyed. Anyways, confusion is common. The key point is you cannot use the raw mouse position as Rep 2's position because if you drag up or left, the point is no longer the top left corner. I know what you're saying, but I guess I'm getting hung up on this. Say it starts at 150. Doesn't matter which axis. I move it 1 unit to make it 149. So mouse position is 149 on an axis. Now, I can recalculate size by saying current pause minus start, which in this case is 149 minus 50 equals -1. if I ABS that, it's 1. So now the rectangle is at 149 and the size is now 1. So if I use current position instead of drag start, I'm just using drag start to define the size. How would it end up being negative? You're correcting your calculation. Your approach will work visually. If you set Rect2's position to the current mouse position and its size to current minus start, which is 1, the rectangle will be 1 unit in size. However, the position 149 is now top left corner, and the rectangle will extend down to the right from there. This means the selection box will cover 149 to 150, which is correct for the area you dragged over. The key point is that by using the current mouse position as the Rect2's position, you're not using the drag start point as the anchor. Your rectangle is always anchored to the current mouse position and extends positively from there. This is a valid technique, but it's different from the standard method of fixing the top left corner and growing the size. Both achieve visible selection box, but your method's anchor point moves with the mouse. So how's that incorrect? Does any of you guys feel that you are know what makes that incorrect? Okay, let me ask this to ChatGPT. Okay, I asked Brave Leo. Now I will paste the same text in here, and you can tell me where my thinking is wrong. Suppose your drag starts 150, you move the mouse to 149, you calculate the size current -1. Here's the key. A rectangle is defined by position plus size. If you leave position at drag start 150 and assign it size of -1. No. Well, okay. Strictly position. Okay, I get what you do afterwards. I get what you do with calculating the top left. That's not my problem. My problem isn't calculating the top left as much as it is I don't leave the position at drag start is what I'm trying to say. The position is always the mouse position. So regardless of which way I drag it, well, that's not true either. Let's say I'm putting the rect position at the current mouse position. I'm only calculating the size as ABS current minus start. That way, if I'm at 150, and I don't move, it's 0. If I move to 149, it's 1. They're still both positive. See, it wasn't understanding what I was saying. Now, I might be doing it backwards, but I'm just saying I'm not doing the extra work. I'm just recalculating the size. The upper left position is always going to be the mouse position. Now, that's not true. Yeah, no. Yeah, the upper left position is always going to be the mouse position, but it grows in the proper direction. It always grows positively. So it doesn't matter. So if I drag it from 100 to 150, right? 150 is going to be the start position, right? 100 is going to be the drag start position. Okay. Oh. It might be right. I might have caught where my problem is. Not yet. Because I may have just caught where my problem is. Okay. So we're moving normally. I start at 149. I move 150. Mouse position is 150, so top or left will be 150. Then I have to grow it negatively in order to be correct. In other words, the size would have to be negative if I moved down or to the right. Correct? If you're setting the position of the selection box to the current mouse position, then yes, when you move up to the left, start the size along that would be negative to reach. Conversely, if you move down to the right, the size is positive. Okay, so if I'm calculating every time, then that doesn't happen. And if I'm calculating every size, that also doesn't happen. So, if I'm moving normally, I'm at 149 and move to 150. I say which one's the lowest. So the one that's the lowest is, of course, 149. And then I set the size normally, which would be 150 minus 149, which would be -1. And I need it to be +1. So I needed the both to be lower and the size to be positive. Okay. Okay, so that's where I was getting hung up at, because I was just looking at moving in reverse. Moving normally, down and or to the right, then ends up moving it in the correct position. Moving it ends up instead of both. Position, size. Got it. Finally got it. And you guys, any of you have been watching or listening, saw it or heard it here, that's where my hangup was. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go back down to process, which is down at the bottom, and let's do this correctly. What do I call it? Start drag position, drag start position, or drag something, something dragging, dragging dragster, drag start. Okay. R, top, left, equals. Vector 2. Do I want to get, oh, I can do get mouse position. That's just one, okay. Okay, so min, drag, start, pause, get mouse position, like that. And then we're going to do this comma 2. I wonder, doing, okay. Min, no. Yeah. Oh, no. I'm doing this wrong. Let's do this again. I don't know, maybe I want to put a bunch of variables up here just to make it easier conceptually or easier to look at or whatever. I don't know how much extra time it would take, but here, bar top equals min drag start pause dot x comma get mouse position dot y. So bar left equals min drag. Okay, so we'll just basically copy this and swap the deals out. Control C, Control V, make this X. Oh, no. Type is Y. Okay. Top is drag start position dot Y or get mouse position dot Y. Left is X. Okay. Top left. All right. Top left equals left on my top. It's kind of funny because we don't say left top, we say top left, right? That's YX instead of XY, which is what this is doing. This is doing an XY, right? But we're calling it top left. Is that weird? We kind of like do the opposite. You know, even though it's not really the opposite, but it is. It is the opposite though. But okay. So now we have the top left. Right? Okay, so these two now are both top lefts. Top left. Yeah. And this is also top left. Well, okay, I'm doing the same for both, right? Okay, that's all right. We'll leave it like that. So that it goes off of the selection box. It doesn't go off of, you know, anything else. Okay, so then we do a width and height, right? Oh, yeah, width and height. Okay. Okay, var width equals what do we do? Start current minus start, right? Current minus start. Okay. Current minus start. Okay, ABS current. Wait a second. Is there an ABS? Do something here. Bar size equals ABS hit mouse. You know what? I am going to go ahead and just do this also. Let's just do current mouse equals get mouse position. Okay, that. And we're going to switch this to current pause to that. So, bar. Control C. Just gonna do this to make it easier. I should have done it earlier. It's just sometimes I'm kind of like, well, I could just do it. No, you just do it once, so you're not doing it multiple times, right? Top left equals left and top. Okay, got that. All right. There's that. Now I wonder if I can do an ABS of the two. So current pause minus drag start pause. Does that does work, right? We can do ABS on a vector 2 and we go 4.3 dot. Yes, vector 2 ABS works exactly like you expect. Oh. So does this not? Let's look up symbol. ABS returns a variant parameter. Oh, it does support those though. So I could just I didn't have to do. Okay, so I'm doing it correctly. Layout tool. Okay, so we're doing this correctly. All right, so now the final thing: selection box. Hopefully, we'll get this done. Maybe we'll get this done today. How about that? Actually, getting something done today. Selection box. I guess I can't. Okay. Dot shape. Dot size equals size. Right. Selection color correct. Dot size equals size. That working? At least it's not throwing up errors. All right. So I don't necessarily expect this to work. In theory, it should work. Actually, let's go ahead and see if ChatGPT tells me this works. So this should work, correct? Ensures the rectangle position on the top left corner using ABS. Ensures the size is always positive. And setting selection box collision shape. Only small tweak is for rectangle shape is the properties extends. I looked up the symbol rectangle shape 2D only has size. Now, the base class is may have extents, but I know size is correct. Read that. So yes, this works perfectly. Okay. So just so you know, as far as I looked up in the documentation, rectangle shape 2D go 3 dots has only a size field, and thus this code here should be correct. It should be able to tell it, yes, your code is correct. Activate calculating top left corner using ensure it's correct anchor point, correctly using ABS to get positive size, assigning this size directly. Okay, so we're gonna try it. I don't know if it'll work because you know how things always work, right? So fingers crossed, prayers up. Well, but anyways, see what we got. Oh, I got something wrong. Base object of area. That should not be wrong. Because I assigned the rectangle shape to the shape. Huh. So why is that wrong? Yep, it never just works just out of the box, right? See, I have collision shape and I've added it as a child. I guess I think I did something wrong here. What did I do wrong here? I created a collision shape. Okay, that's fine. If that shape equals rectangle shape new. because I have to modify the collision shape itself. Okay, so so maybe Area 2D doesn't have the shape, right? I have to look that up. I have to check that out. Area 2D should be in there, but whatever. Look up symbol. Area 2D. Properties. Angular damp. Ideal bus. Gravity. Linear. Mortable. I didn't realize. Child nodes. Okay, so I'd have to access it as a child node specifically, or can we stop it? Can we that? Okay, we can stop that. Okay, my bad. All right, let's fix this. It's not an actual problem. It's just I didn't realize. Okay, so let's just say collision. Oh, collision shape dot. I wonder if no, since isn't size. Oh, dot shape dot. I wonder if extents is actually in here. No. What about size? Size in here? Nope. Okay, let's see something here. Let's go back in the docs. Collision shape 2D. Properties. Shape. Okay. Wait, let's go back up to collision shape 2D. Let's go to shape 2D. Its properties. Okay, rectangle shape 2D. I get it. Okay. Has a size. So size is in there somewhere. So that should be correct then, I think. So selection box dot shape is not shouldn't be in there. It's size. Now let's go back to output. Let's clear this. Let's try it again. Let's see what happens. Oh, check that out. Check. I guess I have to calculate that up there in the. It's working on it. It did the same thing as the other did because when you left click, it is calculates something here, and so that's why it's blinking. So I need to do the same thing up there. See, what should I call it? I can use it as a function, and then I can when I refactor is a function, so update selection box. Okay, we'll do update selection box. I'll do it in my own format. Func update selection box like that. Colon. Okay, we'll just do this, and we'll do that, and update selection box. box. This is like a procedure. It does a procedural thing. It procedures. We are going to go ahead and take this, and we're going to go ahead and copy it. I'm going to copy that. Copy, Roger, Roger. Do this. Of course, we're going to do that. So, okay. Update selection box. Okay. And we're going to go down here, and we're just going to Control K, and we are going to go ahead and say update selection box, that, and we're going to go up into input in here somewhere, in here, and selection box and selection color red. Let's add that little check here. And we're gonna add an and to it. So, but we're just gonna do like a return. If we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do this, and collision shape. I'm just gonna make sure that's in there too. This. If not that, then we're going to go ahead and print either selection box color rect or collision shape don't exist. That way, then we can go ahead and say return that. And that ways, we are covered. So, and then that way is what we can do here is okay, and then we can do update that's right, if camera, huh? Where's oh, we're not even doing anything camera in here, are we? But that's okay, this it's not gonna we'll do this, and then maybe I'll remove the camera part first. Maybe I even remove it here because this doesn't matter because this isn't accessing the camera right now. Stupid indent crap. Well, alright, fine. Since it doesn't matter anyways, let's back it up 1 and 2. So, in fact, let's just, here. Put it down here by itself, and then I can just delete that afterwards later. So, now, everything should be hunky-dory, I think. So that means that now, everything is going to work. In fact, I don't even need this is camera because it's not doing camera at all here. So, right? So I don't even have to worry about camera, but I'll leave it in because I don't care that much. All right, so let's get this running. Let's see if it works. If it works, awesome. Okay, if it doesn't work, then I got some more work to do, I guess. Well, that's weird. Is it printing? How weird is that? How come This should have printed if it doesn't exist. So I have no clue what's going on. Let's see what's going on in here. Get mouse position. Visible. Oh. That's right. We're doing this if it's clicking, so you know what? Let's stick visible in there. I can put that in the function because that's probably correct. If I'm ever using. Okay. Well, actually, maybe I should do it in here because it clears it later. I mean, it gets rid of it once you're done. So let's just go ahead. We'll just go ahead and put this in here. There we go. That way we can see it now. Finally. Okay, let's see if this works. It should work now, like I want it to. How about that? Check it out. Check it out. Vroom 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 vroom. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Oh, you know what? And it's right on time. Right on time. So we did it. We did it. We did it. Thanks everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll actually do some more story stuff tomorrow. The story stuff is the boring, hard, long, takes forever part. So I'm not really sure if maybe I shouldn't stream that part. Maybe I should just stream the this part. You know, I'm not sure. Well, anyways, we'll see. Tomorrow we'll do some more story stuff. Anyways, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the flip side. Actually, I'll just see you tomorrow, which could be technically considered the flip side. Okay, thank you for watching part 2, and we got some stuff done today, so cool. I'm cool. We're cool. Everybody's cool. Okay, see you later.